You're using the computer audio. Where is personality development? Okay. Sure. Hello, grade 11, senior high school. This is the second chapter for personal development entitled Knowing Oneself. We have here the three objectives. Explain that knowing oneself can make a person accept his strength and limitation in dealing with others, share his unique properties, habits, and experiences. Then at the end of this activity, you should be able to write a simple journal. Now, how do you describe yourself? To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. This famous quote is often attributed to Socrates. So by Socrates, oneself, to know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. But what exactly do you know when you know yourself? Have you wondered who you really are? Or have you been asked yourself, what is my purpose? Normally, those are questions running in our minds when we are asking ourselves repeatedly, who really am I? There are different definitions in the aspect of the self. According to the dictionary, self is the person that someone normally or truly is, a particular part of your personality or character that is shown in particular situation. The personality or character that makes a person different from the other. The combination of emotions, thoughts, feelings that make a person different from others. Then, by definition of this self, there is an acronym called VITALS. VITALS. To understand better what is self. To know yourself is being aware of your strengths, weaknesses, likes and dislikes. Observe and be aware of your moods, reactions, and responses to what is happening around you. Become aware of how these moods and emotions affect your state of mind. Examine how you interact with others. Observe how your environment affects you. In the midst of the pandemic, how do you relate yourself with COVID-19? The building blocks of self is your vitals. VITALS. The letter V stands for values. Values such as helping others, being creative, health, financial security, and so on are the guides for decision making and motivators for goals. So that is values, letter V. I, interest. Interests include your passions, habits, and anything that draws your attention over a sustained period of time. Letter T, temperament. Temperament describes your inborn preferences. Do you restore your energy from being alone, introvert, or from being with people, extrovert? Are you a planner or go with the flow type of person? Do you make decisions more on the basis of feelings or thoughts and facts? Do you prefer details or big ideas? Letter A, around the clock activities. The around the clock category refers to when you like to do things, your biorhythms. Are you a morning person or a night person, for example? Or what type of day does your energy peak? At what particular time? Is your schedule when you are at your best? Are you respecting your innate biology? Letter L, life mission and meaningful goals. Ask yourselves the same question. What have been the most meaningful events of your life? You may discover clues to your hidden identity, to your career, and to life satisfactions. S, strengths. Strengths can include not only abilities, skills, and talents, but also character strengths such as loyalty, respect for others, love of learning, emotional intelligence, fairness, and intelligence. So vitals, V, values, I, interests, T, temperament, A, around the clock activities, L, life mission and meaningful goals, S, in strengths. So that's how you define yourself. Now, how do you nurture, or what is the nature of personality? According to psychologists, personality refers to the unique and relatively enduring set of behaviors, feelings, thoughts, and motives that characterize the individual. The definition of personality includes two components. First, personality is what distinguishes from one another and makes us unique. First, personality is what distinguishes us from one another and makes us unique. Second, personality is relatively enduring or consistent. This chapter will consider and show all the key components in more details about personality as we go along. The concept of personality would not exist if everyone acted and thought alike. Not even the twins, not even the, there is always a difference between the two. Research supports the strength of individual differences. Even when a strong authority figure creates extreme pressure to obey, not everyone will do so, according to Milgram's 1963. Psychology is concerned with different ways people act in the same situation. How do you act during this pandemic? How do you wear your face mask, your face shield? Is it a fashion or is it just a compliance? The focuses of both nature and nurture personality. The interaction between the two can be seen in at least 4 lines of reasoning. And research into, first aspects. evolutionary aspects. The evolution of personality traits demonstrates how environmental forces can shape our bodies, our brains, and behaviors over long periods of time. That is by McDonald. Evolutionary aspects. How about genetics? The complex traits are almost never the result of a single gene, and that our genome is the starting point, not the end point for how our genes are expressed. There is no smart gene since birth. There is no such thing as shy gene or aggressive gene. Temperament aspect. The biological based disposition to behave in certain ways, which lays the foundation for later personality traits. Evidence suggests that temperament and personality differences are manifest even before birth. Prenatal environment play important role in shaping personality. Even if it is still a fetus, the prenatal environment from the mother is very important in shaping individual personality. One outcome of the prenatal environment is birth weight. With low birth weight being associated with poor prenatal environment on the part of the mother. Drunkard, if the mother is drunkard, the personality of the baby is alcoholic. Smoker, mother, the personality of that baby later on is smoker. Now, there are theories that explains personality, or theories that explain personality. One, trait theories. These theories attempt to learn and explain the traits that make up personality, the differences between people in terms of their personal characteristics and how they relate to actual behavior. That's why it is called traits, personality traits. Psychodynamic theories focuses on the inner workings of personality, especially internal conflicts and struggles. Behavioristic. These theories place importance on the external environment and on the effects of conditioning and learning. Remember, if you are not in condition to learn, learning does not take place. Social learning process or social learning theories. These are the theories that attribute differences in personality to socialization, expectations, and mental processes. Next, humanistic theories. These theories stress private, subjective experience and personal growth from the human person. There are techniques in improving personality. One, realize that improvement is needed. Change is constant. Number two, have a strong motive or desire to improve. The only constant on this planet is change, but if you do not have motivation, you will never change. Number three, take an inventory or make a checklist of your strong and weak points, or what is to be improved. So list down first before you start changing. So list down what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. Should be balanced. If there are 5 strengths, there should be 5 weaknesses, or less weaknesses, more strengths. Have a step-by-step plan for improvement. If you feel that you are perfect and need no improvement, then you cannot be helped. But if you can say to yourself that you can stand some improvement and have a strong desire to improve, then you can go to the transformational changes. After all, you yourself can decide whether you're changing or not. As I said, the constant here on this planet is change. Do you know when this pandemic stopped to this spread or to to demoralize the activities on Earth? When this COVID-19 discovered, do they know when this virus goes stronger? So that's how also self or personality change. So at the end, you can have a concept map, provide your individual visual representation of your own personality, and this is a group share activity. Okay? Thank you for listening.